Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, September 18th. Looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So quickly, a little housekeeping. I said it this morning. I'll say it again tonight since more people watch the afternoon video. I'm $100 away from my affiliation from Traderify to getting a payout being linked to them. And I'm asking you, if you do want to use a prop firm, to use them. Once I get that payout, help me get there, another $100 I need, and I'm going to give 10% of what I get paid from Traderify to St. Jude's Children's. Okay, so help me get there, and we'll do some good for everybody. Okay, the links are on my videos. Now, bigger picture, extremely positive. Intraday picture, garbage. Bulls just ran out of steam. Okay? ES could not get their overnight all-time high. They didn't get an overnight high or low. 11th time this year. That's the most out of the last 2 years, but it's still only 6% of the time. Now, the overnight wasn't large. They should have been able to get one. Quite surprised they didn't. They go out with a 10-wide point of control. Now, we hold the lowest accepted price also in ES and NQ, but generally, first of all, when a trend day doesn't hold, which ES and NQ did not hold, the odds of the lowest accepted price holding are very, very slim. It held, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not so sure I would really lean on it tomorrow. Because if you open against somewhere near it, you're going to be opening with at least overlapping a lower value. NQ is in bigger increments, so it doesn't look that way, but it is. So what's more important to me than B's low is the buy tail, right? They would certainly like to hold the buy tail. So ES goes out with a 10-wide POC and a lap. NQ goes out with a 9-wide POC and a lap. And again, on a day with all-time highs, after raising POC early, we lowered it a couple of times this afternoon. Righty, finally, goes out with an all-time high. So they go out with a price probe to the upside and a double distribution day. But more importantly, this is the first time, and I don't know if anybody knows the stat or the date, please give it to me. This is the first time in a long time that the ES, the NQ, the righty, and the Dow hit all-time highs today. All on the same day. The only other index that I even look at is the transports. They're still 2,000 points off of that from that debacle back in 2021 with Avis when it spiked higher. That's why they can't get their all-time high. It was a tough intraday day to trade. I had a decent morning. I did nothing in A period. I got the overnight high in B. I did not get taken out A's high. But I got the overnight high in B, and I made money on ebb and flow trades. I got the IB high in ES. I took ES rather than NQ because I thought ES would pop and get both that and the overnight high. NQ had their overnight at the time. Did it with a 5-lot, did well on it. NQ popped too. And then after that, I took ebb and flow trades in NQ. Good thing I took the ES off, not looking to see if they were going to get the overnight high. D period also did well on some ebb and flow trades. So the morning was good, and I shut down my personal account. H period, I bought on thinking it would be a pullback. Small ebb and flow did well. I period, I blew one of my funded accounts because it's just pulled back a lot more than I thought it would in NQ. So that hurt. In I period, blown one of those. And then after that, it really was messy. The only other trade I did take a long in M period at the single print fill, which paid me. And then that was it. So again, it was just a function of, I guess, letting these short-term traders move the market a little more than I gave them credit for. But I thought the market was very strong, especially in NQ, that I period would not pull back as much as it did. And the reason for that is we already had at the time our afternoon pullback in F. Got into the singles and held them. So because we had that and then G and H went higher, When I pulled back, remember, I took a long and H, made small on it. And then when I came down, I'm like, well, this is a layup. It's got to make money. Now, it never took out F's low at that time, but I got hurt on it and blew the account. And then I didn't do anything, J, K, L, and then I told you a small one in M. So, again, huge day for the bulls overall in the bigger picture. So for people still continue looking for the market to just roll over, not going to happen yet. ES is up on all 3 time frames. NQ, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. NQ and righty are up on all 3 time frames. ES is up on the monthly, weekly, balance on the daily. Right? We don't go bear bull. So yesterday was bear for me in ES. Today goes balance. So it's a 2-day balance. Today's high and yesterday's low. So do we come out of balance bull or do we come out of balance bear? Remains to be seen, right? We don't know yet. But it's still a healthy market. And then on the charts, tomorrow we'll recap all of these. So again, you're getting distance from previous monthly highs. Even though it was a crappy intraday, I just think it's not that sellers showed up today. Buyers are just exhausted. Remember who's buying this, right? It's still short-term money. Now, the volume was pretty good today. So there's your monthly. Look at the weekly, get an extension. And the daily today, we're at 87 million already. So we're 18 million over average in ES and Q. In SPY. Q's 13 million above average. IWM 14 million above average. They did 73 million yesterday, 40 million above average. So even though it's for the most part short-term money, I would think buying it, it's still impressive. Now with that kind of volume in righty yesterday, again, the Russell has been a laggard. So if some of these fund managers are underweight, it could have been some long-term money coming into IWM yesterday. And again, today. Hope you had a good day trading. Thanks again so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.